Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming this morning. I regret that we are meeting under such terrible circumstances today. As some of you already know, an explosive device was set off late yesterday evening in a Mississauga restaurant while some members of our community were celebrating birthdays. I have been advised that 15 people were injured and taken to 3 different hospitals. 3 of those people were originally listed in critical condition and have now been upgraded to stable condition. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to the victims and to their families. We know this is an extremely difficult time for them. I want to assure everyone that every police resource is being used right now to locate the people responsible for this horrendous act. Now I'm going to share with you some of the details about the incident itself. On Monday, May 24th at approximately 10:30 p.m., Peel Regional Police received a call for an explosion at a restaurant located on Hurontario Street and Eglinton Avenue in the city of Mississauga. 3 people were taken to the Toronto Trauma Centre, where they remain in stable condition. Those victims include a 35-year-old man from Brampton, a 62-year-old woman from Mississauga, and a 48-year-old woman also from Mississauga. The other 12 victims range in age from 23 to 69 and were taken to local hospitals with injuries and have been since treated and released. 2 men wearing hoodies were seen entering the restaurant with an IED, which is an improvised explosive device. The men were seen fleeing the scene immediately following the explosion. Police across the GTA have been notified and are now looking for these men. The first man is described as 5'10" to 6 foot, has a stocky build, and is in his mid-20s. He has light skin, was wearing dark blue jeans, a dark colored zip hoodie, a baseball cap with a light gray peak, and his face was covered with a dark cloth. The second male is described as 5'9" to 5'10", fair skin, thin build, wearing faded blue jeans, a dark zip-up hoodie with a brass-colored zipper, and the hood pulled up over his head, a gray t-shirt, and dark-colored skate shoes. His face was also covered with dark material. Photos of both of these men can be found on our website at www.peelpolice.ca. We need the public's assistance to help us identify these men. I urge anyone who may have information about this incident or who was at or near this restaurant at the time of this incident to please contact Peel Regional Police 12 Division, which is at 905-453-2121, extension 1233. Please understand that this investigation is in its early stages, and we are doing our best to share what information we have as it becomes available. We appreciate your assistance and your patience. Thank you.
We were told that there may have been 2 devices planted, but only one went off. Can you comment on that at all?
I have no information on that. I was told that one IED was brought in and used.
What's the next steps, Chief, for the investigators?
Right now we are liaising with our policing partners in Toronto, York, Halton, Durham, the OPP, RCMP. We've got intelligence teams working behind the scenes as well, and we are gathering information. We're speaking to witnesses and we're speaking to victims.
Can you tell us about the other scene? There are 2 other areas that are cordoned off just north of here. Can you tell us about that?
We have received information that the 2 culprits may have fled to that area, so we're cordoning off as much area as possible just to protect any evidence.
Any other surveillance pictures that you're coming up with at all that may help?
Right now we've released the 2 pictures of the 2 people, and we're looking for any evidence, any cameras, any of the citizens who may have been driving at the time, who've got dash cams. We're looking to get that information from the citizens as well.
Chief, why aren't there any officer in there right now? What's going on right now?
We've already cleared the scene of the restaurant, has been cleared to make sure there's no other explosive devices in there.
Right.
And to say we're right now just getting paperwork and getting warrants information so we can do a proper investigation.
What can you tell us about the bomb, about what it might have been made out of, how it was fashioned?
Right now, I can't provide you any information on that because we're still really early in the investigation at
Bring
this
a bomb
time.
inside a restaurant with customers and people still in there. That's pretty suspicious.
It's horrendous.
Chief, was this a private much time in there from the time that they entered to the time that the device went off?
Not that I'm aware of.
And that device is what's seen in the suspect's hand as they're walking in that surveillance picture?
It's early in the investigation to find out. I'm not really sure exactly, but that's what we believe, yes.
Chief, was this a private party, a private birthday party?
These are two private, separate parties going on within the restaurant, yes.
Is it believed that it was specifically targeted towards these people?
At this time, it's too early to tell at this time.
We heard that one may have been a children's birthday party. I know you read out the ages. It doesn't seem like kids are...
I'm aware that there were children in the restaurant at the time. Fortunately, they were not injured, so they were not listed in the list of people taken to the hospitals.
Do you know what range and age the children were?
I know they were under the age of 10.
How many people total between the two parties? Do you know how many people might have been in staff, I guess, as well?
Right now, we had staff in the restaurant. We had 15 people taken to hospitals. We also had people we believe that may have left as soon as the event occurred. So we're looking for them to either return or to contact us as well.
Any idea if this is a hate crime or terrorism?
There's no indication that this is a terrorist act, no indication that this is a hate crime. At this time, we haven't ruled anything out as we start our investigation.
Do we know if they fled on foot, in a vehicle?
At this time, we believe they fled on a vehicle, but that's all the information we have.
The Indian consulate has set up a hotline, and it's rare that you see something like this happen when there is an incident at any restaurant in the GTA. Any indication why they're doing that?
I think we're getting contacted. I think it's just a sign of support for the community, and we have a really strong network in our community, and I think everyone is reaching out. So, Mayor Crombie, did you want to speak to that?
Certainly the Consul General for India has reached out to me as well for any information, but of course we haven't released any names of any of the victims. Let me just say, if I may, that my thoughts and prayers are with the victims. I'm thankful that there were no fatalities. This is certainly not anything you would expect to happen in Mississauga, not my Mississauga. This is not the Mississauga I know. I will say that this is a heinous crime that's been committed. I want to thank Chief Evans and all the first responders that were on hand late last night and who have been working throughout the night and early into the morning for looking after the victims and being so diligent. Police are actively investigating the scene, as you can see, and we ask that anyone with any information please come forward and tell the police. Certainly the people who have done this need to answer for their crimes and they need to be brought to justice. Thank you.
Chief, you said that did you say the suspects took off in a vehicle?
We're not sure at this point. We're not ruling anything out at this point.
So you don't have a description of a vehicle you can share?
No, we do not.
Chief, what about surveillance video inside? Do you have is there some good footage that you're investigating? Or?
We have photos. We're on our website right now, so we're looking at all the other evidence right now.
But was there surveillance, like cameras in the restaurant?
I can't confirm that, no.
Can you describe the interior of the restaurant now? Have you been inside? Or?
No, I have not been inside. As soon as we cleared the scene to make sure there was no other victims in there, it's been locked down, so I have not been inside. I understand there was considerable amount of damage.
Can you say where in the restaurant the bomb was put down?
No, I can't. Unfortunately, no. I don't know that. So.
Any idea of when this area will be reopened?
I think it's going to take several hours for us to process the scene to make sure we've gathered all the evidence, and then as soon as we can, we'll be releasing the scene so the other patrons and the other business owners can go back to business as well. So this is a really serious investigation, and we want to take our time with make sure we're very methodical in this. So we're putting a lot of resources into this right now. So thank you very much. I just want to reassure the community and to say I appreciate everyone coming out today, and to say if anyone has any information, please contact Peel Regional Police. Thank you.